founder member of the Arewa Consultative Forum and Northern Elder Statesman, Alhaji Tanko Yakassai, has decried the conduct of Nigeria elections, calling for change while reflecting on the anniversary of the botched June 12, 1993 election of MKO Abiola and Bashar Tofa. Yakassai noted that despite the huge national resources committed to that election, it was surprising that the election was annulled. Alhaji Tanko Yakassai says, with the Sun, Nigeria had a presidential election on June 12, 1993, adjudged as the freest and fairest election in the democratic history of the country under military dictator Ibrahim Babangida. The election was later annulled, fueling nationwide protests and unrest, which resulted in the overthrow of Babangida junta and the incarceration of MKO Abiola and his death 5 years later. In an interview with Sahara Reporters, Yakassai said, "In my honest opinion, June 12 has nothing to do with democracy. It is the first nationwide inconclusive election and not a democracy day, really. So there is no lesson to learn except that from that time on, we have been experiencing inconclusive elections in the country." When asked about President Muhammadu Buhari declaring June 12 as the Democracy Day, Yakassai said, "He is the president. He can take whatever decision he wishes to take, but I do not see the relevance of June 12 an inconclusive election to democracy. I don't see it. I record a massive extension of resources that were expended on June 12 and the situation of the country, and out of which the resources will gain nothing. I don't see anything Nigeria gained out of that election. From that time on, I can't remember how many times we have had inconclusive elections, but certainly that was the first time we had an inconclusive election, but there was nothing good to learn from June 12. Nigeria's 1993 election was meant to be a transitional process to civilian rule, although spearheaded by a military dictator, Ibrahim Babangida. The unofficial results of the election, though not declared by the National Electoral Commission, indicated a victory for the candidate of the Social Democratic Party, MKO Abiola, with 8.3 million votes, who defeated the National Republican Convention's candidate, Bashar Tofa, with 5.9 million votes. The annulment of the election plunged the country into an unavoidable crisis, culminating in the resignation of the dictator and the coming in, instead of democracy, of another ruthless dictator, Sani Abacha. So guys, I don't know whether you agree with this man. What do Nigerians gain? Nigerians have not been gaining anything. The only people who have been gaining right from onset are the politicians, those who surround themselves around the corridor of power. They are the ones, they will be telling you this and that, those who think that they are going to get contracts from one person or the other. But as just an ordinary Nigerians, right from the beginning, from the inception, who can say, oh, this is what I gain? I don't know. They make budget upon budget upon budget, but you are not included in their budget. So what are we talking about? What can one be proud of? I don't know. He's saying this is from his own point of view, but those who think that it is our person, all those kinds of things, nonsense. Has that put food on anybody's table? All of this is what have we learned in the first place. You might not like what he's saying. That is his opinion, but you might see it from a different angle, but that is the angle he's saying it. But to me, from the beginning, nothing in everything that you can think of. Those who are shouting, yes, yes, this and that, that is why at some point in my life, I don't, when it comes to all this Independence Day, I don't see it, because once I just watch TV, I see the way all these politicians, they are marrying and all of that. You just sit back. In those days, it used to be very, very fun when they will tell you, oh, Independence Day, everybody, the children will go on, they will go, for parade, and you see governor, the president, they will not be waving, everybody will just line all of you up. But as times went on, you just like, oh, it has nothing of what use are all of this is, but the politicians are the one that will celebrate. They are in power, they are spending money, so they will celebrate it to high heavens. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Those are the things that we are talking about. Nothing. Well, June 12 is the watershed that nurtured the democracy that we are now enjoying. Hey, are you enjoying anything? Though the enjoyment has been turned to sorrow, okay? Thank God, to the misgovernance and brutal killing all over the country. But without June 12 and those sacrificed their lives, known and unknown, Nigeria would have become another thing entirely. Um, in sane society, elders like this will be kept in a home where someone can take care of them. Only people with nation building records should be given this kind of publicity. That is what we get from the so-called northerners. Nigeria is into indebtedness now. PMB, please go and pay your debt before leaving in 2023. Failure. With due respect, sir, it was one of the most peaceful, free, and fairest election in the history of Nigeria so far. So that alone is good about a June 12th. You are right, sir. Nigeria is not developing at all. Um we only promote poverty, hunger, and illiteracy. Like I said, he's seeing it from a different perspective. You can see it from a different perspective. What have you gained? Even those, one thing that baffles me in this country is that people can do eye service. Even the Abiola, when some people go open in child for you, you just be surprised. You think that oh, all is well, all is this and that. I was telling somebody that Tinubu that you are seeing there, when God says Tinubu's time is up, when he has satisfied himself, okay, that he's even ready to go back to God, to his creator. You will now begin to see people, he did this, so they will now be telling you that you should be a role model to people. Even with what people are saying, some of course those who are benefiting from him, they will sing his praises to high heavens. So that is hypocrisy that we are talking about. So if you think that you are gaining something, good and fine. But in the recent, for people with open mind, with who are objective, nothing. What are you gaining? What has it has created a lot of things. Can you even depend on the election of today? Because you can say, oh, yeah, they will not tell you Muslim ticket. Oh, this and that and all those on are wash. All those on are wash. I've seen a lot of people, even right from time immemorial, they were complaining, they were complaining about poverty till today. The new generation are still complaining about it. And what we now say that yes, this is what we have already gained. See, Nigeria is supposed to be better than all those developed countries that we see, UK, US, Australia, Canada, and what have you. But why? We have everything. We're talking about population. That's why they will always talk about one Nigeria, but it's not working. But these people who are talking one Nigeria, they know what to do. They know how to harness this whole thing so that everything will be fine. But they will not still do it. But they will not be using it as a blackmail. Oh, we are plenty, we are many, we are this and that. We should not divide, but we are united in poverty and in suffering and in agony and anguish. So guys, let's say your opinion concerning what Yakassai has said.